What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 94, and today we're returning to two massive games, both in the Premier League, as face Spurs at home and Liverpool away at Anfield in a massive top-of-the-table clash. Before we play the games, though, just calm getting on off camera. And of course, in the last episode, you saw our fantastic wins against Manchester City and Barcelona in the Premier League and the Champions League group stage. And after that win against Barca, we did see, after topping the group on match day 6, we've been drawn against AC Milan in the Champions League first knockout round, first leg away at the San Siro. A repeat of the Season 6 Champions League final against these boys. First time we faced them since then as well. I am so nervous, man. But the first leg is going to come in the next episode, and it should be featuring Chelsea at home as well, if there's no fixture rescheduling. But yeah, I played 5 games off camera, all domestically, 4 in the Premier League and 1 in the FA Cup. And we started with our Premier League run. We beat Watford by 2-1 away at Vicarage Road. Bit of a bogey team for us throughout the course of the save, Watford, but got the win in this game here. Pedro Antonio, our top scorer this year, getting us up and on the way 5 minutes in, but 2 minutes later, a poor kick from fans allowed Watford in as they got back on level terms as fans let one in at the near post. Always frustrating to see. But 3 minutes before half time, Sessegnon restored our lead, put us back in front, and we managed to hang on for the 3 points there away in Hertfordshire. Following that, we beat Sheffield Wednesday by 3-0 at home at the Cardiff City Stadium. Dennis and Alenya scored 2 goals in 2 minutes in this game. Alenya's strike very nice as well, as we went 2 goals up, and I think it was just after the break, Raheem Sterling made it 3-0. Sterling, of course, playing for a new contract, final year of his deal, and I think that was his first goal of the season in the Premier League this year, so 3-0 win and a comfortable victory regardless. And after that, a week later, on the Boxing Day fixture, we beat Brighton by 2-0 as Weston McKennie was back in Cardiff for the first time since leaving in the summer for that £40 million move. Maria gave us the lead 12 minutes in, and then an own goal through Carter Vickers made it 2-0. And our final game of the calendar year was away at the Riverside Stadium against the Borough, and we drew 1-1. Alenya scoring once again from a free kick, I think it was. Very nice goal, made it 1-0, but 4 minutes later, Presnel Kimpembe, good old reliable Kimpembe, scored an own goal as the Borough got back on level terms. Didn't know much about it though. Shot ricocheted off his body and deflected in, and wrong-footed fans as the Borough got back on level terms. So unfortunate that, but either way, 1-1 draw. We almost won the game as well, right at the end. A great chance, Pedro Antonio ran through 1-on-1, and I thought our top scorer was going to deliver the win, but sadly was denied by the goalkeeper as it finished 1-1. And our final game off camera was on New Year's Day. FA Cup third round at home to League One Portsmouth, and we got a comfortable 3-0 victory. Fielded a strong enough lineup for the game, but a few weakened players. A few players that are subs and reserves got a start as well. Sessegnon scored our first goal, though, 10 minutes in. 2 minutes later, Kimpembe scored at the right end, making it 2-0. And then 7 minutes later, Pedro Antonio scored once again in a comfortable 3-0 victory against Pompey. As we are through to the 4th round, we'll be taking on Bolton Wanderers away from... Just real briefly as well, can I say to any Bolton fans that do follow me, I know I've got a few... honestly, heartfelt apology for what is going on at your club right now. It's sad to see. It really is for a great club, and it's sad when any club has real financial difficulty, and it's just sad seeing what's going on there. But the Bolton fans are loyal, and they'll stick through the tough times thick and thin. And yeah, so today we've got Spurs at home, Liverpool away, and of course in the last episode I did say we might come back for the Millwall game. I really wanted to play it. As we know, Millwall are having a great season, 6th place right now, and I'm loving this right now. But it was either Spurs and Liverpool or Bolton and Millwall, and I thought the form would be slightly more exciting. And as you can see, we're 1 point clear of Liverpool right now in the Premier League with 17 games to go, but Arsenal got a game in hand on both us and the Reds. They're 3 points behind us, who lead the league, and if they win that game, they'll cut the gap to goal difference. And as you'll see, both us and Arsenal are yet to lose a game. Now, there are very few things I've not seen in Football Manager. I've played the game since Championship Manager 4, so I've seen pretty much everything. But one thing I've never seen is 2 teams go undefeated throughout the course of the entire season. Now, there's a long way to go, of course, just past the halfway point, but as things stand, that's on course to happen. Still us and Arsenal yet to lose a game. It's been incredible. Also, for those wondering how Bolton are doing in the game, by the way, they're 4th in League One, so right next to Portsmouth, who are 3rd in the table, in the 3rd tier right now. So, yeah, another team that we're sniffing a cup set there, especially as we're away from home this time. And we'll see how we get on. Anyway, a couple things to show you before we dive into the first game of today's episode against Spurs. First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Second thing to report is that we have seen a couple of players sign new contracts. Firstly, Pedro Antonio, obviously this year having his best season in a Cardiff City shirt, has signed a new 4.5-year deal. He's out of contract at the end of next season. There was interest from both Man City and Chelsea. We put an end to that though and gave him a new contract extension. He was previously on 110 grand a week and he's only upped it to 120 grand a week as well. So that's really nice to see. Not a massive pay increase for our number 9 and a few big bulky bonuses, but I think he deserves it. You know, our number 9 this season has been absolutely fantastic, and as things stand, he's certainly going to have his best goal scoring season in a Cardiff City shirt. And as I mentioned before, one of the best things about Pedro Antonio is that because we signed him at a young enough age, he's now trained at the club, which is of course very handy for squad registration rules. So Pedro Antonio going absolutely nowhere, and I've said before, if Maria is going to leave at some point, I wouldn't be against putting all my faith in our number 9. And also we have offered a new contract to Helder Goncalves as well. He has provisionally agreed terms, but he hasn't put pen to paper just yet. I think it's going to be £150,000 a week if he does agree to sign it, which is a big increase on what he's on right now. Almost 198,000. I don't know. It's a lot more money he's getting paid right now anyway. My maths is so fucking bad, man. I'm sorry. But either way, hopefully he does sign it. There has been interest from Arsenal and City, but as we know, Goncalves also, like Pedro Antonio, is trained at the club, and he's one of the best left-backs in the world. He's absolutely phenomenal. He's been with us since the start of Season 3 as well. So Goncalves should hopefully sign that soon, and he deserves the money as well. He's going nowhere, hopefully, touch wood, if he agrees to sign that contract, and he'll also be here until the summer of 2032 as well. Also, just one thing to report after that as well. We have seen right now there's an issue in our club, and that is that Odriozola wants to leave the club and join this Chinese side as they offer high wages. There has been a bid put in, and it's £25 million in total, 17.5 million up front, and the rest in instalments. I'm not against accepting this deal. I'm considering it right now. We could replace him with a young 20-year-old who's pretty good as well. But Odriozola, he's got a good partnership with both Jason down the right, Dennis down the right, and Sterling down the right as well. When you see the partnership on the screen, you'll see that Odriozola has it with literally everyone, a green link, which is very handy and very underrated sort of part of the game there. And as he's been at the club for a while as well, he's a highly influential player too. So it'll be sad to see him go, but I probably would accept it. He's on 80 grand a week, and it does expire at the end of next season as well. So it's probably best to get him out of the club now at 32 years old. But we'll think about it, and we might end up accepting it in today's episode. So, first game of today's episode is indeed Spurs and lunchtime kickoff here as we aim to stay top of the table and remain undefeated in what has been an incredible season for the Bluebirds. Right now, in injury report, 1 player's down. Vitor Salz was injured in an under-18s game, and he's out for a few days. This guy's had quite a few injury problems in his first year for us. Other than that, though, everyone is fighting fit. And it's our team 4-2-3-1. Fans in goal before Goncalves, Kimpembe, Jordi, and Odriozola, and in midfield duos Alenia and Ramsden. Further forward, Sessegnon on the left, Dennis on the right, the OG Sports Maria up top, and on the bench, Henderson, Capital, Stefano Ibrahim, Rabiota, Sterling, and Pedro Antonio as well. So first game, it's Spurs at home. Let's get the win and stay top. Come on, you Bluebirds. So we are still undefeated, but I do anticipate it's going to end at some point. I can't see us having an undefeated year the whole way. Just don't think we've got enough quality to do that. But as Maria is through, he's put it straight at Rooley, trying to dink it over him, and it's still goalless. But the big teams are the ones I'm worried against, obviously, for our undefeated streak to end. Against the mid-table sides and the sides towards the bottom of the table, I'm pretty confident we'll get at least a point in those games at the very least. But in these big games here, even though Spurs are mid-table right now, I expect someone at some point to beat us. It is amazing that we're still undefeated right now. We've never gone this long without losing a game in the Premier League, but at some point I'm sure it's going to end. Dennis down the right-hand side, stepping in field, lays it off to the OG who can strike him, and he does strike it right into the back of the net. The OG, who could still leave in this January window if a club decides to activate a £105 million minimum fee release clause, has given us the lead for his 7th of the year, and I'm still wondering if someone's going to put that bid in, because I'm not accepting any bid under that. I have tried to give him a new contract, but his agent has said he's not interested in renewing due to the interest elsewhere. I think he wants to leave, but he's not leaving enough to get £105 million for him, so 1-0 there, and that's why he's not leaving. He's so good. His stats really are absolutely phenomenal. Great goal there as Harry Kane tries to catch fans out. He can score, he can set them up. He's got eyes in the back of his head with I think it's 20 vision he's got as well. It's ludicrous how good this guy is. Such a great creative player. And speak of the devil right there, he does create our second goal and get an assist to go along with the goal as well. The OG swings one in. And the reason Maria is starting today ahead of our number 9, Pedro Antonio, is because I've mentioned this before. Against the big teams in the Premier League, the traditional top 6 if you will, Spurs are the team Maria has the best goal scoring record against. This is the team he likes playing against the most, so it's good to get his confidence up, and he does head that corner in there and make it 2-0. Great first half to us. We're in control right now. 60% possession, 83% pass accuracy. Just love it when we keep holding the ball so well and open teams up as the OG is putting on a masterclass this afternoon. 32 minutes in, Cardiff 3, Spurs 0, and yeah, I'm pretty confident someone in this January window is going to activate that £105 million minimum fee release clause. Again, I want to keep him here, I do, but he's not going to listen to new contract talks whilst there's interest elsewhere. And don't forget, he's only got a year and a half left in his deal, and if someone puts a bid in, it's out of our hands. OG with another goal, he's on fire. Bit of bad news though, Alenya has just pulled his groin. Hopefully should be okay to play until half time. But Spurs desperately need a goal here to get back in this game. They've got to get a goal before the break here, otherwise they'll feel like the game's already done with 45 minutes to go. And oh, they've got one, and what a strike it was. Dude with the finish, 3-1. It's not dude, where's my car? It's dude, where's my goal of the month award? What a strike into the top corner, no chance for Stefan fans. And it's 3-1, and that's what they needed there. Get the confidence back into them and reduce the deficit to 2. 3-1, but can we restore our 3-goal cushion straight away? The OG on the ball is just right now having his way with the Spurs back line. Finds Odriozola as we'll look for an opening. But he's dispossessed by Luis Ronaldo and he wins it straight back. Well done. And now Ramsden on the ball will feed it in to the Colombian. And Gonzalez beats 2 men and drifts away before finding Maria, who's got Dennis and Odriozola with him. Goes for the latter, into the former. Dennis finds space. Oh, just off target. What a half. See if I can quickly show you his stats for the next highlight here. You can see how amazing this guy is. Well, it's 18 vision, not 20 vision, but 20 technique, 19 determination, 20 agility I really like as well. And he's on the ball right now, stepping in from the left-hand side. And when he gets away from his man, he's so hard stopping again. Fires just over the bar. He wants that hat-trick today. He's going for it. And that is going to do it, unless we can get a 4th goal right at the end, as Maria's found a bit of space to shoot and fails to hit the target, and that should do it. Cardiff City 3, Tottenham Hotspur 1, the final score. Then, of course, does keep us top of the table and means regardless of what happens today around the league, we will still be top. And I'll say, well done, lads. That was a good win for us as well. And again, right now, it's a question, who can beat us? I think as Alenya should be okay for the Liverpool game. I think that the Liverpool game away from home is going to be the big one for us, coming the next one as well, as I'll praise the OG for his performance as well. That's the one. Right now, they're sitting 2nd place in the table, away from home. They'll be desperate to win the title after 2 years without one for a side that's been so dominant throughout the save so far. And they'll be going for it as well. I think that's the game. They've got the best chance, I'd say, between now and the end of the season of beating us. And, of course, don't forget Arsenal away from home is still yet to come as well. There's a lot of games we could still slip up in, but the Liverpool away game, this is the one I think it might go. The undefeated streak could go today. So I think I'm going to accept this deal for Odriozola as well. It's £25 million, and again, he's out of contract in a year and a half's time. We could get a bit more money for him. He's on 80 grand a week. I don't think we'll get much more than 25 million either. And of course, it does mean we don't sell him to a domestic rival as well, which is really important to me. So I'm going to accept that. And what we're going to do now is I'll show you the guy on camera who I've been looking for. His name is Hernan. Look at my search here. Look at my manual search. The guy is Hernan Moreno, and I'll show you him now. Here he is, right back, not wanted by a club, but he's got a minimum fee release clause of £39.5 million. He's 20 years old. He'll turn 21 in July, and his stats are very good. And he actually looks a bit like Odriozola as well. He is described as a wonder kid playing for Porto right now. He's been free caps for Argentina already, and as you can see in his what's this? It's not a diagram, is it? Someone can correct me. But he looks quite a similar player to Odriozola. He's slightly quicker. He's slightly better at the defensive and the mental side of the game. But aerially, Odriozola's better, as well as technically and when going forward as well. But as we know, at 20 years old, 12 years younger, he will get better in time as well. So Moreno's minimum fee release clause 39.5 mil. Porto won't accept anything under that. So we're just going to match that straight away and put the bid in now. So this is his base contract. You might notice in all of my players' contract there's one clause, I should say one bonus that's never included, and that's this one here, the unused substitute fee. It's a bonus that I'll never, and I mean ever, agree to. I hate it. Why should you get money for not playing? I just can't stand that one, so I'm going to read that one straight away. We all did the 4 years as well. Oh, don't want to mug him off though. So what should we go with here? He's on 28 grand a week. So we'll go 65 grand a week first. We'll take out the yearly wage rise as well. We will up the clean sheet bonus too, because if they keep clean sheet, I'm happy regardless. Up the appearance fee to 20 grand. I'll also pop in a goal bonus for him as well. And the wage after club league games is the one that I'm worried about, but I don't want to exclude it from negotiation, because there's a good chance the agent will just say, piss off, mate. We'll pop in the relegation release clause of £0 as always. For those that wonder why I do this, by the way, it's because if we were to ever get relegated, which is obviously never going to happen, the series will be over regardless, so it doesn't really matter. What else should we pop in here? Let's give him a bonus if he appears in the team of the year, which again is very unlikely. We'll pop 200k on that though. We could give him a bonus of a Champions League win if we were to win the Champions League. Could give him a bit of money perhaps. Yeah, I'm not against doing that. Win the Champions League, you can have 150k. Why not? And yeah, let's see what he says to that. Oh no, okay, fair enough. 75k, 3 mil sign-on bonus, up the agent fee down as well. I could, actually no, I don't want that in natural cap bonus. I could possibly remove and exclude that, but there's a chance that the agent's going to just say piss off. So, do I go for it? Do I go for it? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, okay, fair enough. Now we've got to play safe. 90 grand. After he gets 10 caps for Argentina, he gets 120 grand. But that's not going to happen for a while, I'd say. You can have 14k if I can reduce that sign-on bonus and the agent fee as well. Yeah, actually, no, I'm going to play it safe because I don't want him to walk out. Fine, you can have what you want. There you go. 90 grand, rotation squad status, and it will go to 120 grand if he plays 10 games for Argentina, which again, probably won't happen for at least 2 seasons, which I think at 22 years old, he'll probably justify that contract anyway. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So always when it goes orange in the negotiation, that's when I panic. For the first couple of negotiations, I'm like, this is fine, we'll go a bit back and forth, a little bit of give and take, but as soon as it goes orange, I'm like, oh shit, just take whatever you want, don't walk out. Just see Liverpool beat Crystal Palace there away at Selhurst Park in the 3 p.m. kickoff. So that means they cut the gap on us once again. And that'll give them confidence heading into... Oh, the Icelandic kid. No, he's fractured his skull. No. Oh, no. The Icelandic kid is not seeing him drop into bravery, though, which I like. But, oh, mate, 2 to 3 months, fractured skull. I mean, if you've got 20 determination, there's a good chance you're going to be throwing your weight into tackles. Injured following a fall. Poor kid. Oh, yes, Johnny Evans is staying. Just had interest from Bournemouth and QPR to join them as a manager, but Evans says no, he's going to stay here as an under-18s coach. Love it. And we're still waiting to see if Goncalves is going to sign that contract. That's what I'm waiting for right now. I'm tapping my knee. I'm a little bit anxious, to be honest, that he might say no. But, there we go, right on cue. Helder does sign a new contract extension. It's a new 4.5-year deal, 155 grand a week. He definitely deserves it as well. We're getting our boys paid, and they deserve the cash too. Helder Goncalves has been nothing but a rock since he came in at 8. I actually think it might be 17 years old when he came in. 17 or 18 regardless. And every single season, he's averaged 6.9 or higher. And in the last 6, he's averaged 7.1 or right now is 7.09 or higher here at Cardiff. He's been an absolute boss in our left-back role. He's an elite fullback, and he's one of the best in the world right now. Helder stays, 4.5-year deal. Love it. Moreno has just been granted a work permit and is ready to come in. We will have to adjust the budget to complete the signing, or we could delay it until Odriozola's deal goes through. The one thing I don't want to do now, though, is not have Odriozola leave and get Moreno in, so we'll have 3 right-backs. What we'll do is we'll delay it for now and wait until the Odriozola deal goes through. When you delay transfers, you normally have 3 delays. You can do it for 3 weeks, and eventually the player or the club will pull out. But yeah, for the first time you delay, you've got like 3 delays until they eventually say, no, just stop negotiating. Still waiting for that Odriozola deal to go through. Haven't seen it yet. Shame. I was hoping I could do a new signing today. Oh, we can. Again, right on cue. Oh, yes, brilliant. Violis, a young midfielder from Juve that I've seen before. He was in talks with both City and Arsenal, and instead, he's opted to go to Barcelona. So that's great for us because it's a really good talent, world-class midfielder, and thankfully, he's not going to be playing in the Premier League. Instead, he'll be linking up with Lenio Fernandez at, yes, I know you guys make fun of the way I pronounce it, Camp Nou. And Odriozola has agreed terms with the Chinese side as well. So what we can do is accept that deal, make a parting comment to Odriozola, say you've been a fantastic service to the club, you're welcome back anytime. I've really helped him improve his game. He'd love to come back one day. Oh, that's nice. And we'll now go to Porto and Moreno. And what we'll do is we can do it on camera. Yay, I barely ever make signings on camera. Where is he? Here he is. We shall look for the ask for confirmation. And I can't find it. Well, it must be there somewhere. What? In previous versions of FM, you could ask the club to send a confirmation through. But I can't find it. Am I missing something here? Confirmation. Right. Okay. I think I might have fucked up there. You used to be able to ask for confirmation. They'd send you an email again, and then you could do it. But instead, I think I've ballsed that one up. I think I've got to wait for the actual week to pass, and then I'll do it after that. Oh, what? I could swear you used to be able to do that, but you can't. I was almost... Oh, there we are. Ask for confirmation. Why was that missing? There we go. Ask for confirmation. Moreno set sign for Cardiff. There we go. Deal's completed. For a minute there, I was a little bit worried. But yeah, Moreno's in and Odriozola's gone. And there we go. I think it's a good deal as well. It's obviously 14 million less than we got for Odriozola. 14 million more than we got for Odriozola. But again, 12 years younger. And again, statistically, he's not even that much worse than Odriozola right now. The lack of height is a slight concern for me. With 6 jumping reach as well, he will be targeted on set pieces, but he's definitely got the class to be a world-class right back in the future. And I think it just makes sense, really, building for the future as we like to do. Moreno in, great to get another one kid in. And yeah, there we go. So let's jump into our second and final game of today's episode. You see, just before the game, Gonzalez and Cardiff facing contract stalemate. He's yet to put pen to paper on a new long-term contract again. I've tried to offer him one, but aha! Now he does want to negotiate with me. Brilliant. We'll do this after the game. There was interest from, again, I think it was Spurs and City, or perhaps Spurs and Chelsea. Now that interest has been dropped, he wants... Oh, he's still there, Chelsea and City. He wants to stay. Ah, good. We'll do this after the game. Fantastic. That's brilliant. He didn't want to sign a new contract with me. Now he's willing to negotiate. Fantastic stuff. But let's play our second and final game. We'll do it off camera. Liverpool away at Anfield, as we will hopefully stay top of the table and extend the gap at the top to 7 points as well. Though again, I am fearing this could be the first game of the season which we lose in the Premier League. Moreno is not going to be part of the squad for the game, as he's away on international duty, the under-23s with Argentina. And this will be our team. 4-2-3-1 once again, and just a one change from the win against Spurs. We've got fans in goal once again, the same back four. Goncalves, Kimpembe, Jordi, and two changes. Stefano is now coming in at right back. Midfield, Joe Alenio, Ramsden, with Sessegnon on the left, Dennis on the right, and the OG, possibly about to sign a new contract, supporting Pedro Antonio up top, our top scorer. And on the bench, Henderson, Capital, McTominay, Ibrahim, Rabiot, Sterling, and Maria as well. Second and final game, Liverpool away. Let's keep the undefeated streak going. Come on, you Bluebirds. Pretty much all season long, I've been going with the same pre-match team talk. I expect nothing but win from this match to keep our good run going. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's working right now, so let's just keep on repeating ourselves. I do hope that in next year's FM, they improve the quality of team talks, perhaps give you a little bit more dialogue to use as well. They can come across as trivial to a lot of people, and I suppose they are at times a bit arbitrary, but I love team talks, man. It's just one of my favourite parts of the game. Anyway, still 0-0, 21 minutes in, and the first highlight is going to fall here with Goncalves signing that new deal, finding Alenia. Now back to the OG, perhaps about to sign a new deal, as Ramsden's found a bit of space to shoot just inside the Liverpool area, and he finds the bottom corner as well. It's only his third goal of the season for Ramsden, but this guy has been a great signing since we picked him up last year from Manchester City. Goncalves into Alenia, he finds the OG, and after Sessegnon is tackled, it drops kindly for Ramsden, perfectly weighted for him to run onto and blast it into the bottom corner. 1-0 Cardiff. Highlight for Liverpool though, and wow, that did not take long, did it? Vinicius Jr., who scored against us quite a few times, makes it 1-1. Someone in the middle there missed the interception completely, and they paid a price for it. I should say we paid a price for it. Cross into the middle. I'm not sure who it was. It might be Stefano at the far post as Bennett flicks on. And I don't know what happened there. Stefano left his man. There was 3 blue shirts in the middle, but no one was marking him. Bennett flicks on, and a simple finish makes it 1-1 as the Reds are looking to come from behind to lead. And it's that man again, Vinicius Jr. Oh, Stefan! Fans, you got to save that, mate. 2-1, the Reds come from behind to lead in a matter of minutes. He always seems to score against us, Vinicius Jr. Takes aim from 20 yards, and fans, oh, Stefan doing his best Onana impression. Fails to keep it out. Terrible shot save animation there as he just palms it into the back of his own goal. And at the break, we're going to be trailing, I think, for the first time in the Premier League this season, unless, as the OG swings in the corner, we can get back on level terms here. Dennis picks it up, finds a bit of space, back to Pedro Antonio. Sessegnon is there, off the post and clear. Come on, Cardiff. For the most part, the body language is good, motivated and fired up, but we do see that Ramsden's frustrated and the OG and Sessegnon are both anxious. But I will tell the boys how it is. You know, show me something else in the second half, lads. We're 45 minutes away from seeing our undefeated streak end. I'm pretty sure we'll get 1 or 2 more chances, but if we get them, we've got to take them. I did anticipate this could be the game where undefeated streak ends, but I don't want it to. 10 minutes into the second half. Let's up our tempo now. Be a little bit more direct in our play as well. Run at defence. Be more expressive in our creative freedom too. And see if we can get one chance in the final half an hour to get back on level terms. I'll take a point pre-game, and I'd certainly take it now. Come on. I have to take off Alenia, who's not played too well. We'll have Gonzalez sitting a bit deeper, but as an advanced playmaker still. And we'll push Maria up top to play alongside Pedro Antonio and now play a 4-2-4 that I've gone to a few times during this season. We got 15 minutes to go and it's not looking good. OG, free kick, Maria off the bench, oh, saved, and player wins it back, and Alexander-Arnold robs him, and the Reds will get it clear. That might have been our last chance there. Good stop and a good clearance, still 2-1. Can't really make that many changes now. We're really going for it, 4-2-4. May as well go very attacking as well and concede a third by chasing a late goal. Stop playing out defence, stop working the ball into the box, distribute quicker, see if we can get just one late chance to grab ourselves a point. But as Dennis is off the field as well, does look as though Liverpool are going to be the first team to beat us in the Premier League this season. I did say today, this could well be the game. And this is where it's going to end unless we can get one late chance. But instead, as Bennett's beating Kimpembe, this could be the dagger. He's round Jordan. It's a wonderful solo run, and it's a wonderful goal. The run ends at Anfield, and they're going to go top of the table as well. Liverpool 3, Cardiff City 1. It's a double whammy. Look at this for Bennett as well. Turns Kimpembe on the halfway line, then beats Geordie as well. What a solo goal that is, as he fires it into the near post. 3-1, and that is that. The undefeated season, any chance of that happening is now gone today, as we were fearing. And we also lose our lead at the top of the table as well. Liverpool, this is... great save by fans there. Liverpool, this is... they've lost 3 times this season. This would have been the 4th on them this year. But it just goes to show you, it's wins that are going to win the title, not draws. 3-1 the final score, and that's disappointing. I'll say that as well. I'm far from pleased with what I saw from the team. We had the lead, then surrendered it so quickly as well. Undefeated season gone, 2nd place now. Disappointing collapse that. Fortunately, the only saving grace of the game, if you can call it that, is that Dennis is only going to be out for a couple of days, so we should be okay for our next game away against Bolton in the Cup. But that makes for a very disappointing reading to end today's episode off there. It was all going so well. Liverpool now go top of the table, and our undefeated streak has gone. That's what I meant there. It's wins that win you the title, not draws. We might have only lost once, but we've had 6 draws to their 2, and that's why they now take over at top of the table. 2 points ahead of us with 15 games to go. But the Gunners have got 2 games in hand as well. They're 5 points behind Liverpool and 3 points behind us as well. I think it's going to be a 3-horse race between now and the end of the season. I can't see all these 3 teams I think are going to be there between now and the end of the season. And it will be one of us that win it come the end of the season. Either Liverpool getting back to top spot in the Premier League after 2 years without a title, Arsenal winning their first in the save, or us winning back-to-back. It will be one of the 3, I think. And it's anyone's guess as to who's going to be crowned champions. That was today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy today's episode, then please drop a like. As likes are, of course, very much appreciated. Real channel out as well. I bet the OG doesn't want to sign a new contract now we've lost the lead at the top of the table. Oh, he does. That's nice. I'll do that now. And yeah, have a great day, guys. Much love to you all. And I will see you for the next episode very soon, where we will come back with, as promised, the first leg of that Champions League first knockout round away at the San Siro. God, I'm excited for that. We're so nervous too. And Chelsea at home as well, who are still not out of the title race just yet, but do have quite a bit of ground to make up. So a great day, guys. Much love to each and every single one of you. And I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series, which will hopefully be just as dramatic very soon. Bye now.